What's poppin'? What's poppin'? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another episode of Life According to Rick. Hopes everybody had an amazing week. It's the first of the month. May is finally here. We still dealing with some dookie ass weather, I'll tell you that. Like I just don't understand it, but it is what it is. And I want to take a second to wish my beautiful granddaughter Araya a half-year birthday. Time truly flies. Wow. Pop Pop loves you, mommy. You know what's funny? I'll be watching my clips, right? And he don't even call it a podcast. He calls it Daddy on the Microphone, your podcast with your red Yankee hat. And I was sitting there like, that's how he really sees me. And it kind of made me realize this might really just be me documenting life as it's happening. And it hit me too, because one day when Harlem gets older, he can come back to this, watch these clips, and listen to these episodes and really see who I was when he was just a toddler. And even my grandkids too. Because you know what? Pop Pop ain't no spring chicken, you heard? Because last week, yeah, it was a lot. A lot, a lot. So last Friday, my wife called me from work, and I could hear it in her voice that something ain't right. She was in pain, feeling numbness in her foot, and she's like, I need to go to the ER. And the wild part was, I was still working in the midst of all of this. So now I gotta clock out, switch modes instantly, and go from work brain to husband mode in like 5 minutes. And so right away, you know, trying to figure out where to go because anybody that's been to the local ERs knows that you're gonna be sitting there for like 10 hours just waiting. Like it's ridiculous. So we ended up going to Boston to the same hospital where Harlem was born because they move pretty efficient. She got triage quick. They put her in a room, and we waited a little bit, but once the doctor came in, they checked her out. They did a vascular ultrasound because they wanted to rule out a clot. So thank God it came back negative. So once we got that news, it's like, all right, we can finally breathe. But we were still drained from everything. And since we were already in Boston, I stopped and grabbed one of her favorite cookies at Levain Bakery. Now, these cookies were pretty fire. If you ever been to Levain in Boston, then you know. So, went and grabbed a couple cookies. Now, it's on Newberry Street, so this is a very busy one-way street in Boston. And I had to double park real quick. I did the online, ran in, grabbed the joints, and booked it. We had to come back home and pick up Harlem. Just something small, nothing crazy, just to make her feel a little bit better. So now she's out of commission. The doctor basically told her, take a couple days off, stay off your feet, keep it elevated, blase, blase, the typical, discharge stuff, right? And work has been pretty chaotic. And so, I got to step up because, my wife can't do much. We want her to get better and recover. So I'm basically on full daddy mode, Mr. Mom, right? I'm dealing with Harlem, taking care of stuff around the house, helping my wife with whatever she needs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm running on fumes because me myself, I'm mentally exhausted, mentally drained. Work has just been super stressful, and but I gotta do it. You know, Harlem can't take care of himself. It's not like he can get up and go, pour himself some cereal or make him something to eat or whatever the case is. So I had to, step it up and come do what I gotta do. I'm making sure everything's still running normal, even when nothing feels normal. But then Sunday came and it slowed down a little bit. I took Harlem outside in front of the house. He was just out there playing. Beautiful day. For once we had some type of normal weather, right? For spring. And then of course, the ice cream truck pulls up. Mr. Harlem with his bionic ears. He can hear the ice cream truck from a mile away. So off rip, I can already hear him like he stops and he's like, ice cream truck, the ice cream truck. Like it's so funny, like his face literally lit up. And let me tell you, ice cream nowadays, hey yo, that- I get it, cause inflation, times is rough, so they gotta jack up them prices. So I was kind of like telling him, Papi, we don't got money for ice cream. But then all the little kids started running, and I just saw his face, and I was like, damn, I folded because I couldn't help but see his little face, and he got all excited. So I was like, you know what? Let's go get you some ice cream. So we pulled up to the ice cream truck, bro. $11. He got a Spider-Man ice cream, right? That was $5. It doesn't even come with like the bubblegum eyes like how they used to, right? Just a basic Spider-Man ice cream that I could probably get a pack of four at the supermarket for that same price. And I got a regular cone with vanilla soft serve and like some, you know, crunched up like Oreos, like, like a dip or whatever, right? $11. And I was like, wow, this is what ice cream is now. So, but we sat there in front of the stoop and we enjoyed our ice cream while he played basketball, and it was a good time just to see that smile on his face. It was worth it, even though that $11 is kind of steep for two ice creams. But what can we do? And through all of that, I actually got a promotion at work. So I start my new position on Monday, and I'm super excited about that. So it's like crazy week, stressful week, but also stepping into a new chapter at the same time. And these last couple nights, I've been sleeping in Harlem's room. His bed is actually comfortable, to be honest, and it's better for my back, anyways. And he likes it too because he gets to sleep with his mother. And that's what he calls his mom. He says, I want to sleep with my mother in her room. Little kid is funny. But, we just been adjusting, honestly. And that's just what it is. It's been one of those weeks where everything is happening at once, but I guess that's life. It doesn't really slow down for you. And maybe one day Harlem listens to all this and understands what those moments really were. So if this resonates with you, you guys are going through it, you having a rough week, listen, it's just a bump in the road. We will get over it and we gonna keep pushing. So I know the vibes. I hope that you guys enjoyed this short but quick episode, and I'll catch you guys next time.